What's up guys, how's it going today? This is Joseph Composed It, and this is my first video for a rebranding of my channel to be more of like a music producer vlog who just moved to Atlanta to make it happen and make connections and network. And I'm also prioritizing health and fitness. Always just got back from the gym. Also prioritizing balancing out with nature at all times. Always putting myself in environments to feel more natural, less tech. Or get a phone carrier, all tech. Come home, audio engineer, all tech. So spending time hiking and maybe kayaking in the future, just going through forests, spending time in nature is also important. Those are the kind of things that are going to be on this channel. And kind of wanted to touch on why I chose to come to Atlanta in the first place. What's up guys, welcome back. I actually went hiking shortly after I said I was talking about Atlanta, but I did a bunch of research on the place that I wanted to move to next. I lived in Oklahoma, Lawton, Oklahoma, right next to Fort Sill, which is a really big artillery, army base. Pretty diverse crowd, but not as diverse of course as Atlanta. And I almost moved to Austin, Texas, because I wanted to be where things were kind of popping, or I was gonna meet more people my age interested in similar things. I've been working on music for like four and a half years, making things able to sound professional to the point I was like, okay, it's time for me to leave. I had family there. I love my family, still keep in contact, but no real reason to stay in that city. I felt very limited there. I wasn't gonna grow there like I wanted to. My perspective was gonna stay slightly limited being there. And I started doing a bunch of research on where should I go for music. I thought about possibly doing acting, and when someone had mentioned Atlanta, I didn't think a whole lot of it, and so I started doing research, and I was like, wait, this is actually perfect, because I can come here and work on beats, try to sell beats, find artists to do engineer work. Atlanta is now Hollywood of the South. Ever since about 2007, 2008, they changed the tax credits here. So if you make a production over $500,000, you can take off 20%. That's a super big deal. That's why they make all the Avengers movies here. Shmoney. And I decided to move here. So I only got here about a month ago. And I'm super happy to be here. I come to Atlanta for a couple things. One, opportunity, because I have the ability to network. And I have the ability to grow in every way. I'm always around mountains and tall trees, like 100-foot tall trees here. It's super green here. I love it. I meet all different kinds of people of all walks of life, especially in the industries that I'm thinking about stepping into or slowly working my way into stepping into. I am super happy to be here. So if you work on music, especially like hip-hop, trap, or things related to, if you're thinking about stepping into the film industry, Atlanta is a fantastic place to be. And I think the way people describe it elsewhere isn't super accurate. People always describe it as clubs, strip clubs, drugs. I'm not going to act like those things aren't there if you put yourself around them, but like anywhere else in life, it's all about who you spend your time with. So for me, I work on music, I work my 8-hour shift, I go to the gym, I come home, and I throw some meat on the grill, or I'm making spaghetti or jambalaya or something like that. So it's really just your lifestyle. But I'm super happy to be able to work on music regularly, find artists here. I'm super happy to be here. And hope you guys will want to see this journey of me just getting here a month ago and slowly finding artists and putting out music. And I'll be putting out the music on this channel for you guys to listen to. Small pieces of this YouTube channel on my Instagram. I'm going to be much more consistent with that because people are steady on Instagram here. I need to be much more active with social media. It's really crazy. I'm trying to do this stuff, but don't want to be super active on social media. You got to be super active on social media. So I'll start doing that. But yeah, just wanted to explain to you guys my thought processes about coming here. That this is me at the age of 24. This is a great place for me to try to flourish and meet people and establish the foundation into my late 20s. So I'm happy with the person that I'm going to be when I'm 30. So let's go check now with how my hiking went. And then I'm going to discuss specifically the journey of working on music and trying to become a music producer. What's up guys, here is my 20-gallon hexagon terrarium right now with a false bottom, soil, and moss. I'm going to have a crested gecko in here and some arthropods and some live plants, so stay tuned. Let's get back to hiking. What's up guys, how's it going? I just wanted to remind everyone just how important it is to detox. from the progression human beings have made in terms of technology and such, and get back to your primal roots. I'm out here on Kennesaw and it's beautiful, and I really try to do this at least once a week, sometimes twice a week. Today was definitely a workout. It's an uphill automatically, but it's gorgeous out here, and balance really is the most important aspect of life. And if you are on your phone, your TV, and your laptop, and your iPad, and myself personally, I mean, I work at a phone carrier, so I'm around, tech all day. I go home, audio engineer, headphones, software, speakers. Have to come out here. It's almost crucial to come out here and detox from all the technology and just spend time with nature out here. It's super, super beautiful. 100-foot tall trees everywhere, and this helps me balance out. And I chose to move towards an environment in which it was more easily accessible. Not only just for like entertainment industry and music and possibly acting here in Atlanta, but also nature and mountains like Kennesaw and Red Top Mountain and various areas where one can just get out in the middle of nowhere and be surrounded by beautiful trees and wildlife and water and such. So always remember to take the time to go hiking, kayaking, canoeing, go take a walk through a forest. If you get lost in the sauce with tech too much, you lose those roots that we have as human beings and as animals, and this is where we first came from. And it's extremely peaceful to be out here and not be on so much technology. Or if you get blessed with not having any network connection to the towers, you have no service, then you're just forced to kind of be in your head and think about life and look at the trees and hear the wildlife and the birds and the bugs. And it's it's being blessed. Of course, you don't have service, but you're forced to just be here in the moment and be present around nature, and it's fantastic. What's up, guys? How's it going? Hope you enjoyed the video so far. Now I want to talk about really what it takes to become a music producer, or starting that process, and what it's going to consist of. Because for me, I wanted to be a film director for about 4 years. Never got a camera that I liked, and I had people around me that were working on music. Some people were making like boom bap 90s beats. Some people were making EDM, and I really liked like Metro Boomin's beats, Big Head, Future, 21 Savage, Juice WRLD, with things that were going on at the time. And I was like, I think I could do this. So I started working on beats, and that consists of hours on YouTube finding out how to make beats, getting a program. I actually picked FL Studio, buying the program or not buying it. I bought it, learning how to use the program for like 9 months to a year. I was using stock FL everything, no samples, nothing third party, nothing but FL Studio and what is inside of FL Studio. It's hard, and they don't have fantastic sounds. And then eventually getting into samples and slowly getting equipment. Are you gonna buy the equipment brand new? Do you have the money to do that? Possibly not. Are you gonna get it on eBay? Facebook Marketplace. I look on Facebook Marketplace every day. I have financed several things. I got these Yamaha HS7s off of eBay. Talk about an investment. These Genelics you see, I'm financing those over the next year. The audio interface, my Apollo Twin X Duo, I financed that over a year. You have that option. You don't have to be rich and pop out $500 for this, $500 for this, $1,000 for this. There are a lot of options. But I taught myself how to make beats, and that took a while. Then I wanted to start making songs. Didn't have anyone around me, so I started recording my own vocals, which were horrible because I'm monotone half the time. But I taught myself how to record vocals with hours and hours on YouTube, because that's what it takes, and experimenting and finishing it, and going in the car, and then come back, then going in the car, and then coming back, then putting on headphones, then coming back, then going back to the car, then coming back. That's what that's gonna take. Over time, especially if you have a pair of speakers like Yamahas, your mixing skills will get better. Your ears will get better, even if you're not realizing they're gonna get better. They will automatically get better. And if you have a pair of speakers like the Yamahas, you only have the option to get better, right? So vocal production, taking lots of hours on YouTube to learn that. Mixing, over time, that gets better no matter what. Then I got into mastering, which took about like a year for me to really get things to sound how I wanted them with mastering. I use Ozone 9, the Abbey Road mastering chain, There are other plugins that you can use that I'm using and I'm thinking about starting to use even more, but that alone takes a lot more time. There are people that just do mastering. That's all they do. You know, if I don't know if you guys know who Alex Tomei is. Shout out to Alex Tomei. Great audio engineer, Young Thug's main audio engineer. He's done audio engineer work for Thug, Nav, Gunna, Drake, 21. Great audio engineer. I've spent a couple hours watching his stuff on YouTube, and that elevated my stuff. So the process would be Wheezy makes a beat, beat slaps, sends it to Young Thug. Young Thug's like, this is great, I want to make a song with this. He goes to Alex Tomei, his audio engineer. Young Thug goes into the studio with the beat. Alex says, okay, go get in the booth, we're going to record your vocals. Then Alex is going to make the vocals sound professional, vocal production. Then he's going to mix the vocals in, which is basically vocal production. Then he's going to master it, put effects on the beat and the vocals at one time. That's the whole process right there. So you need to decide, do you want to make beats? Do you want to do engineer, or do you want to be an artist? If you want to be a music producer, start breaking it all down into pieces like I am for you. I basically just did it. I broke it down. You're going to need to learn how to make beats. If you just want to be a producer, get really good at making beats. You're going to spend hours on YouTube over a couple years. You're going to have to get a decent pair of speakers, a decent headphone. If you want to record people and get an audio engineer work, you're going to need a decent microphone too. But my hard advice would be, and this is for anything in life, not just music production, find out what makes you happy. Not what you convince yourself is going to make you happy, or what's going to make you happy for other people. Find out what you really like out of life. Find out what's going to make you happy. You have an idea of it. Now destroy the idea of it. Break it down into reality. Break it down into small little pieces, and you're going to start seeing the reality of what it takes to be that thing. So if you think maybe you want to go down this route and this is the path you want to take, just know you're going to eventually become versed in all of those things, and you're going to need to become versed in all of those things. I think it's important as a person, like I said, it's not even about music, just whatever you want to do, understand that you have an idea of it, and you need to destroy that idea and attack what the reality is going to be. At this day, nowadays, coming here, I'm really looking for artists that I can record their vocals, vocal production, mix and master, to basically audio engineer, being the person that makes it sound professional, and then make beats when I feel like it and pop out beats to people when I just have some to show. Usually if I make a beat, it's gonna sound pretty damn good. That's what I did first, and then I got into the other stuff. So my ears are pretty good ears, and being film, it's Hollywood of the South here. Pizza rolls are done. It's Hollywood of the South here in Atlanta, and I know that, so hopefully I can slowly get into that as well. So I'm gonna be showing lots of tips for audio engineering, and then when I do make beats and when I show how I made the beat, I'll go ahead and post that as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this YouTube video. I'm gonna try to be as consistent as I can in posting these, and so I'll show you guys what I'm up to, and if I finish a song or other songs, I'm also gonna promote them on here. It'll all sound good, I promise. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you next week. Let's drink this smoothie, suck it down first thing in the morning.